Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm so excited. Like, I have two gentlemen. I'm in between them. Like, I have Moses here and I have David here. These are very lovely young men you look at for in our country, Nigeria. Well, quick into that, we're looking at the topical issues in our nation, Nigeria, in the course of the week. So many activities ranging, but the one that interests us at this moment is the ban of Okada in the city of Lagos. Northern part of the country, they've come with their security outfit. Very interesting, right? We're going to talk about some of these issues over time. So, ban of Okada and Keke in the city of Lagos, Nigeria.
I don't know. I can't wait for you. How come Lagos is banning Okada and Keke by now? Is that the most tropical issue? So will you look into that matter? There are more things that you can focus on. What of the trucks in the bridge of Ujuelegba and other places that you can take off to reduce traffic?
On more serious note, I think the ban of Okada and Keke Napep is quite interesting because many times you hear that Okada considers nuisances, but there are some places you can't really go if you are not either using a Keke Napep or Okada. So banning both of them at the same time, I don't think it's making it very difficult for citizens. But I don't know the strategy. I know that there's been an information campaign out there that's saying that ban was due to some security issues, which is interesting because security issues that is confidential that nobody knows, all of a sudden you ban Keke Napep and Okada. Then also, are they also trying to say that those places where it is allowed, like Alimosho and Co., there are no security issues there? It's only in the places that they did the ban that there are security issues. And also we also have Gokada and Mags and all those
the licensed
Okada operators, which I feel they were doing
these are topical issues that we can discuss.
Yes, I think one of the major issues when he came at the time was talking about traffic, and he said last month will be working 24 hours. I don't think he's solving the traffic situation with this Okada man. The traffic has been tremendous. Yesterday I was coming to the office. I was 3 hours in traffic in the morning. It's
that beg where you are begging there, he has come to say this has come to stay. So what we're looking for is
We'll go enter
what we're saying is the solution, but actually the Lagos State government, they've come to say that this has come to stay, that whether they like it or not. So to this, they brought us some solution, but I don't know how that is going to work. They brought out more vehicles, BRT 65, and also they opened up some ferries to ease transportation in the state. Meanwhile, people also say they have stories upon stories, like they want to monopolize the system, but let's watch out. With time, everything will unfold, and we know what the story is. Please, how do you see the launch of the northern part of Nigeria?
Northerners have their own. They have their own right to launch their own, and I'm not against it at all. If it can happen in the southwest, why can't it happen in the north? And these are regions. We are taking Nigeria back to that argument of having a federalized states where every region can take care of each other, like we was in those days when we have Michael Okpara in the east, we had Akitola in the west, and other places. So these are things we need to look at, and I'm in support of it.
Interesting, yes.
Well, for me, I would say this: if Southwest are fighting for Moteku, if Northerners want their own, they can get their own. Maybe the Southeastern people will get their own. But at the end of the day, since we are running a federation anyway, I think there should be some sort of unity. Everybody cannot just start creating their security. For in Lagos State to say they want to do their own, Ogun State want to do their own. Well, I know. Well, it's interesting to say, but there's a feeling out there that they use security operators to rig elections. So if federal government is not in control of the major security outfits in, let me say, the southwest, then you have this. You want to call them third party, but you see they are controlled by the southern states. That they can also control against the federal police. I think it will cause there'll be a lot of
conflict,
problems here and there. But let's see how it plays out. Many times conversation comes out, like this Okada man we are talking about. They did it before. They listed it. They've done it again. It remains to be seen. We just have
Let's
to
see how it goes.
Yes, how it goes.
This is so interesting. There are some points actually coming up from all of this. So interesting. Okay, now we're talking about. Now, what about the health system? How do you see the measures that have been put in place to limit Lassa fever and coronavirus into Nigeria? Do you think the health system, they are doing a lot of work to combat all of this?
First of all, I have to give very big kudos to Lagos State. Sanwo-Olu has really tried. The Commissioner for Health and health, he has come up with a lot of information, dispensing and letting people know what to watch out for and everything. And Lagos is really, if you remember the time of Adedevo, the other one, Ebola time, Lagos is also positioned to fight this, and I'm really happy with that. So kudos to your governor.
We are so excited.
Well, for me, I would say this. Well, coronavirus started in China, and there are many Chinese contractors in Nigeria this time. They fly in and out of Nigeria here and there. In developed countries like in America, you can have a debate on how developed they are anyway, but I think most people will agree that they are made by far one of the most developed countries in the world.
Of course they are.
When you come from China, you are quarantined for a number of days.
Yes.
I don't know if we have something set up in Nigeria.
It has been set.
Where if somebody is coming from China into Nigeria, if you are quarantined,
the videos are online.
I had a Chinese friend who, when he got to China, he did not let him out because he has to be in some sort of they have to give him a pass. So he was quarantined for some time before he could leave China. But I'm not sure every Chinese person that is taking an international flight to Nigeria
is doing that.
When they get into Nigeria, then we quarantine them somewhere close to the airport. I'm not sure, but I think this is something that you should also think about, just so that we don't have the
interesting of the measures actually that have been put in place. They are very laudable to a very large extent, and it's actually commendable to some extent. We applaud them. So David, you want to talk about?
Well, there are a lot of international news. They know this is a tropical network and we are talking more local news, but we have some international news which I also be interesting to our audience, like the Trump impeachment problem that we are having. Then also the Iowa caucus in America, they are doing a primary. One of their major parties did a primary election on Monday, and they are just getting the full result this morning. So which says a lot because it's just one small state. Sometimes we have some elections in Nigeria. It's a state election done on Saturday, the result came on Tuesday, and people are complaining that the result takes time. It just shows you that even the higher mighty too, they also have their own problems. So, I also would like to say, even bringing that into Nigeria, I think there are some learnings that the Nigerian government can also learn as a result of the problems they had in just a small state in America doing a primary election, which is also interesting.
Before we end this video, please, what's your Friday like? How do you spend your Friday?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to discuss my Friday in public.
You are going to see your boo,
I don't want to discuss it in public.
Well, I've not planned the Friday.
It's not possible. You can't tell me you work from Monday to...
But it's got to be sweet in the middle. That's all.
You have to see how it goes. So
wow.
Before we go, I think I want to thank SA for having me. I think I have it.
Thank you
it's
so
a pleasure
much.
To be here.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, so
you will see more of us. Do have a very pleasant Friday. Bye.
Peace.